What's good, everybody? It's Big Game James, man. We in these streets. We in these motherfucking streets. Work streets. But we also in these week one streets. Cowboys, Eagles, man. I just woke up early this morning. Looked across the feeder and it said Philadelphia Eagles open up at home week one against the Dallas Cowboys. I said, ain't that something, dog? Boy, the NFL, some funny people. Dallas Cowboys go get George Pickens, and they like, hold up, we changing all that. That's going to be the week one opponent because that's going to be fire. We're going to get all kind of millions and millions of views. We're going to eat on that game. Let's make it happen. I ain't mad at it. Make it happen. My dog Joe already hit me up with the demon time emoji. I'm with it. That's all. I mean, I'm with all that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm a different Cowboys fan, a different content creator. So I'm looking at it from the analytical view, the analytical side now, and the non-emotional side. So from the fan perspective and everything, you want this. As a Cowboys fan, why wouldn't you want this? I want to see Dak Prescott go against Jalen Hurts. We ain't been able to get to really see them games. We only saw two of them, for real. And to me, they were some battles. Them two games that they did play against each other were battles. And I feel like it's going to be a battle in this game. But you know what? Listen to them Twitter streets. It's funny, listen to the Eagles content creators saying, yeah, we're going to love them Cowboys looking up while they hoist that banner. It's all good. We ain't tripping off that. Well, I'm not tripping off that. Eagles earned it. You know, ever since I've been doing my shows or my podcast, I've been doing my podcast since 2017. So what's crazy in my dome is I've been doing my podcast since 2017. And in them years of me doing my podcast, I've seen the Eagles go to 3 Super Bowls and win 2 of them. That's crazy, dog. That's crazy. That's crazy to me that they've been to 3 Super Bowls, 9 years? So it's really the same thing when Cowboys was turning up in them 90s, when they was rolling through everybody in them 90s. Eagles came back in, and I can't say nothing against them. They got a squad. You feel me? They got a squad. They got offense. They got defense. They got talent. I'm not a Jalen Hurts hater like a lot of people are out here. I respect Jalen Hurts. I ain't never disrespecting him like that. Like, when we go do the back and forth. But I've always, to me, I felt like if you ask Joe, when we first started doing our shows and they drafted Jalen Hurts, I said he's like Dak Prescott to me, and the demeanor, you know what I mean, and how he plays. But he's just more athletic than Dak. You know what I mean? But what can you really say? The main thing for me is Cowboys need to come in humble and hungry. That's really the title of this quick video. Cowboys need to come in humble and hungry. Because number one of the problems to me with the Dallas Cowboys, the fans, to me, just from my perspective, the fans, we got this little attitude that we're the Dallas Cowboys. And we still live off this 90s shit. And that back in the day that we're still the Cowboys. And, no matter what, we're the Cowboys and you respect us. Nah, that's not it no more. This ain't the same Dallas team that it used to be. Dallas done had too many failures to be walking up in Philly like we're the Cowboys. They need to be coming in like the total opposite. They need to come in like they like a 6-7 win team. They need to come in like we ain't the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, y'all gotta fear us. We're the Cowboys. We got this and we got that. Y'all gonna bow. No, Cowboys need to stop having that attitude, and so do the fans, in my opinion. Dallas ain't did shit in 30 years, right? So there ain't no reason why we should have this attitude like we the shit. We ain't the shit. Dallas ain't the shit. Now, you got all these other people want out there and say they are. That's fine. But I ain't talking about them, and I don't care about what they say. None of them. I'm talking about for me. And I think the Cowboys need to come in very humble because they ain't did shit. They ain't won nothing. They ain't been nowhere significant. They ain't did anything significant. So there ain't no way in hell Dallas should be coming up in that Philadelphia link field coming in like, oh yeah, we the Cowboys. No, y'all need to come in there like y'all an underdog team. Y'all need to come in there super hungry. And y'all need to come in there super humble like y'all ain't nothing. Y'all starting from the ground up because you starting with a new rookie head coach. They ain't never coached a day as a head coach in the NFL. You got a lot of new moving parts. You got your quarterback coming off a season-ending injury. So there's a lot of question marks, too, with the team. You know what I mean? Nobody knows how Schottenheimer's going to do. We love the direction he's doing, but nobody knows how he's going to do. You still got some parts that have just been added, and we got to see. So from that perspective, Cowboys definitely need to come in here humble. And if they come in there humble and hungry, they could pull out a victory. Obviously, Philadelphia is going to be favored. They got a squad. They got a great offensive line. They got dogs receivers. They got Saquon Barkley back there again. Jalen Hurts was the Super Bowl MVP. We know about that front line and Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter. They got some nice young secondary. They got a good team. I ain't hating on the Eagles. They got a really good team. So I really want to see how the Cowboys with their new team, and I hope both of them come in there relatively injury-free. I pray to the football guys that there are no training camp injuries, none of that. I want this to be where they are both relatively super healthy, but when they come in week one, so this can be the matchup that we want to see where all the dogs are playing. And I want to see. I don't know if it's going to click. Week one with the Pickens and the Dak thing, but guess what? They got Smitty and they got AJ Brown. Now Dallas got a CD Lamb and a George Pickens. They got a damn good tight end in Dallas Goedert. I think you got a good tight end in Jake Ferguson. They got one of the best offensive lines in the league, if not the best. Dallas is coming up, but they got pieces. And I want to see that Tyler Booker because I feel like he's going to be something different. He going to probably take some lumps because he's a rookie. We'll see, because we saw how Zach Martin came in. He came in totally different, right? But I want to see that Jalen Carter, Booker, Tyler Smith, Cooper Beebe. I want to see that defensive line go against Cowboys' offensive line. It's going to be a damn good matchup. Cowboys are going to need to step up on that defensive line, though, because they're going to run that damn ball. Cornerbacks, they got A.J. Brown, they got Smitty, and our cornerback situation is shaky right now because you don't know who's going to be starting week one on both sides because of the injury front. So Cowboys got question marks on, especially on that defense, along that defensive front. And we don't know. We talked about them picking up somebody, off the waiver wire, or somebody gets cut. We threw some names out. DJ Reader's being talked about other names because of the cuts. The Cowboys still have a lot of question marks on that defense, and they're going to be going against a very superior type offense. So it's going to be very interesting to see. I'm ready for it. I think it definitely should. I'm definitely glad they did it. They do it for the fanfare. They do it for all the other things. But at the end of the day, I thought it was a great call. I thought it was a great thing that they set up. Cowboys, Eagles, what better way to have it? I just hope they're relatively healthy, relatively injury-free, and they can really come in there. Both of them come in at full speed, so we can get the best of this game, because I think it's going to be a fire game, and I'm ready for it. I'm totally glad that the schedulers made this happen and made this work and made this a week one matchup. I'm totally cool with it. Let's get it. Great content for the Cowboys, Eagles people. They're going to be talking about it forever. We're going to do the best of enemies. Definitely going to talk about that. My dog George from Washington Commanders, he said, I'm surprised they didn't have Washington there. And I told him, bro, I know Dallas is underachievers. I'll be first to agree with him. The Commanders went to a championship game quicker than Dallas did. I'm quick to agree with you. I got nothing to say against that. But don't nobody want to watch no damn Washington Commanders, bro. I don't care if they got Jaden Daniels or not. They're not a draw. Nobody ever wants to watch the Commanders, bro. They're not a draw. They're not a draw. They ain't going to be a draw. So just go ahead and peel back off that one, George. Ain't nobody care about no Commanders. I don't care what they got in Jaden Daniels. They're not a draw. Cowboys will always be the draw. As long as Jerry's alive, they always going to be the draw. Whether they winning or losing, whatever people want to see them get their ass kicked each game, or they want to see them win every game. They are the draw. So that's the best way to do it. I'm ready for that week 1 matchup. Going to be hella great in game situations, in game stories. I'm ready for it. So I'm glad they did it. Shout out to kudos to the NFL for making that happen, because I'm with it. I want to play them Eagles, but if the Cowboys don't come in hungry and humble, they're going to get their ass kicked. And that's just the truth for me. Y'all may not want to hear it. Y'all want to be some people want to be oh, it don't matter, we going to win every game Cowboys fan. That ain't me. Cowboys don't come in the right way, they're going to get their ass kicked. They come in humble, they come in hungry, and they come in with the attitude of we're the hunter and not the hunted. They can get with them Eagles and get that victory at the house, watching them raising the banner, because they need to see that banner getting raised so they can have some more motivation for them as a team. Tell me your thoughts. Eagles, Cowboys, what you thinking and how you feeling? Big Game James, I'm out. Peace.